What it do, y'all? Week 3 in the books, and we have yet to hear from our third commissioner. Probably because we have yet to see a win from him. But hey, no shade. We're supposed to have like history facts, fun facts, all that good stuff. But fuck it, I'll do it since he won't. So we had some nail biters, a really close nail biter this week. The Bay Lake Showboats going over, or no, losing to Dirty Mike and the boys after Monday Night Football due to the Derrick Henry fumble. Of course, he could have avoided that. We'll get into that later. Don't worry about that. But that made me think, what were some of our closest finishes in Terror Lakes League history? And let me pull out the script, So back in 2019, this was in the playoffs. One of our most recently retired teams, the Orlando Panthers, they lost by 1 point to the Orlando Leons. I know he wish he, was in that situation right now. A win by any means would be great. But that was in the playoffs. That was our number one, our closest finish. And then our number 2 closest finish was what happened this past Monday with the Bay Lake Showboats losing to Dirty Mike and the boys. And as we take a look in that same year of 2019, this is also the playoffs, the Commish edged out his own Pops. That sounded a little sus. By 1 point, that was 131 to 130, the dollar bills. So that is your history lesson for today. And that's pretty much all you're going to get from me. So, Commish, take it away.
Thanks, Chief. As always, Commish, back at it again, wishing you a happy week 4. Yes, we are officially 3 weeks into our season, and in the main league, that means we are done with our doubleheader play. As most of you guys know, the teams that you play at the beginning of the year in the first 3 weeks are the same teams that you're going to play to close out the season in those final 3 weeks of the regular season. So these matchups, while important, you will get your chance at revenge at the end of the year. Week 4 marks the start of our single matchup play. So you're going to play every single owner at least one time this year, and that starts in week 4, so best of luck. But it seems like we're not quite in mid-season form for some of these teams, which brings us to my favorite segment, you done fucked up. Now, we don't like to pick on any of the owners in this league, but we do have to call it like I see it. Following that Monday night game, you guys probably know where I'm going with this one. Absolute nail-biter in the main league between Alex and Nico, and unfortunately, Nico, you found yourself on the losing end by 1 single point. Now, looking to your bench, you did have Cam Scatabo, who went off for 26 points, who could have squeezed his way into your lineup, into those flex spots. Started him in either of those flex spots, it would have been enough to secure the victory, but there was actually quite a few different combinations of players you could have had to get you just the 1 point short that you needed after another disappointing week from Derrick Henry. Again, don't want to rub salt into the wound, but got to call it out as I see it. Nico, unfortunately in week 3, you done fucked up. Moving over into TLB, we're going to call out another owner who's been getting pretty chatty here in the Discord. We definitely like to see it, but if you're going to talk, you got to walk that walk as well. So Kenny, in raising Bauer levels, left a couple of people on the bench that could have made the difference, specifically in the Bears-Cowboys matchup. Yes, he had both quarterback Caleb Williams and wide receiver DJ Moore. Caleb putting up 46 points, DJ Moore putting up 12.8. If you would have had that stack in your lineup, that would have been enough to secure you the victory. I don't know if it was not having enough confidence in the Bears offense or having too much confidence in the Cowboys defense, but either way, those players didn't make their way into your lineup, which means those points didn't count for you. Kenny, got to be careful what you wish for. Welcome to the segment. You done fucked up this week as well. Now, that's not the biggest head scratcher we have going on this week. We're going to stay in TLB for one of the more boneheaded decisions that we've seen this season. Another member who's been very active in our Discord, Wade the Illest, made the illest decision I've seen by leaving Evan Ingram in, even though they were ruled out. Yes, 0 points, sitting in not just their lineup, but sitting in the pivotal flex spot. Now, if you would have started multiple players in that flex spot, whether it was Travis Etienne or Ken Walker, either of those two would have been better than the goose egg that you left in that flex spot. Don't know what happened there, but shouldn't have to remind you guys, you gotta set your lineups each and every week, or you risk not only ending up on this segment, but you risk taking that L. And Wade, you get the L for this week in the biggest fuck up of the week. Wade, you done fucked up. Now, normally we only highlight 3 owners in this, but we're going to throw in an honorable mention, kind of a new tradition that we have going on for this year. Yes, back in the main league, we're looking at the newest team in TLFL, and that is going to be Chris, the rookie. Chris, seems like you're always kind of on the edge of fucking up, and it always seems to come at the expense of this one player. Mark Andrews of the Ravens played on that Monday night game and finally had a big game, but unfortunately this week he was left on your bench. Wasn't the only Raven. You also had Rashad Bateman sitting on the bench as well. Both of those 2 Ravens in your lineup would have been enough for you to secure the victory in your matchup, but unfortunately did not make the right decision there. So to quote the Raven, nevermore, or in this case, evermore. It's going to keep happening until you can figure out what to do with Mark Andrews. So as an honorable mention, Chris, unfortunately, you done fucked up this week as well. Now, we're looking forward to week 4 play again. The single matchup play is going to begin, so each of these matchups even more pivotal than the last 3 because these are going to be super important for those tiebreakers for the end of the season. So wishing you all the best and worst of luck. And with that being said, Chief, we're going to throw it on back to you.
Thank you, Chris. I really don't got much else to say. Worst of luck to all you guys. Hopefully I get another dub. I got to keep this streak going. So that's it. We all like trout.